Hello, everyone. I'm Rob with the Smith of the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and we're coming into a Friday. And so, when you get to a Friday, you want to start sizing up what's going to happen next week, where you're closer to doing and triggering. But we still got plenty of day left here. If we go to SPY, you're going to see this here on the weekly. Once again, we went two down by taking out last week by taking out the lows. Then boom, back up. So these two are an outside bar of all this, right? So what that means is here, when we want to look for coming into next week, are we anywhere near a reversal? Right now we're not, right? You'd have to take this out, this week's low, right? Or gap up and go outside bar or go inside, right? You're nowhere near doing that. If anything, you're near the highs, right? So you start with the monthly here. Halfway through the month, took out the highs. We're much closer to the highs. Today, we slightly took out yesterday's lows, but no panic, and then back green here. So if we go down to a 60, you're going to see this here. Not quite inside, but this is the two down, and then two back up reversal 60. Now these bars become an outside bar of all that, you see? And that's because outside bars exist. That's how you can use that stuff. If you go to QQQ, and Q's also down a little bit, handily inside week, right? So we want to know which side of this do we break next week. We're closer to breaking the upside, but that's something I want to know about, right? How do you break this inside week? Because remember, here is where the trouble spot is, and now it's above it. That 310.88 would be the trouble spot, and that would be an inside week and down if you took that out, right? That would be a problem, but we're nowhere near doing that, but we wouldn't be aware of that. Once again, on the 60, goes down, slight lower low, boom, 2-2 reversal. These two become an outside bar of all that. Not that hard. If we go to the small cappers, small cappers gets here, nice week here too. Two down, take out the lows, and then boom, these two become an outside bar and go into the highs. You're nowhere near taking this month down. You're nowhere near taking this week down. So it's all good there. You got an inside 60 right here. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, you're going to see this. Once again, the outside week, folks, down, boom, these become an outside of that. Nowhere near reversing this on the week, right? Nowhere near reversing this on the month. Inside on the 60 as of right now. So when new people come to the strat, oftentimes you'll hear me say, stay on the 30 and 60 minute gap list that I tweet out in the morning, and you can see this gap list right up here that I put up for people that come in late and want to see what we're looking at. And if you just stay on 60s, right, even if you just stay on 60s and say the 30's too fast for me, all right, you're going to see some good stuff in there. You're going to see Alta here. So now you got a new hour. You got to be aware of that. But here, two down, inside, back up. Magnitude was to take this out, 324, which it did. I'm sorry, here, 24 and 317.87 went to 324 and more, and then took that out. Right? If you go to Tesla, and Tesla's was an inside day to the downside, but then goes green here as it goes inside on the 60. You see, two down, inside, reversal back up. Target to take that out, and that was above 683.82, trading 691. Not bad right there for a little work. We got these broader averages still coming back up here. If you go to NVAX, and NVAX, you can see this here. If we go to the 30, let's go back to that 60. 60. So 60 was a two up and then two down here, right? Below 215. Made a low of 192.25 before reversing here. Now it's reversing back on the 60. See this? Two down, two up. Call that country and western. We make money on both sides. So when you had this flip here, remember we're always watching that new 60. Starts to go green, you're out. Take the money. Now you can go back the other way. Two down, two up reversal. If we go to Riot Blockchain, Riot Blockchain here, once again, on the 60, gaps down, right, here, but then it goes 2-2 reversal. This is a two down by taking out that low, two up by taking out the highs above 61.90, trading 65.68 still going. And the good thing about that is when you have a slight gap down, and even though it was still an inside day, As soon as this goes green, because the month and the week are still green, it has full time frame continuity right back to the upside. Then you can expect this thing to launch, right? Just a little profit taking. It's also on the week, 2 down, 2 up reversal here, right over 57.02, still good. If you go to Mara here, once again, 2 down by taking out last week's lows last week. Boom, reversal on the weekly above this. That's above 40, which coincides with the 60 gap down. The 2 down, still green on the week and the month. Boom, right there, 2-2 reversal. Over 40, 41, trading 43, 44 with a Momo hammer kicking for you. If we go to, let's see, Tesla, Alta. Well, let's go to the GameStop. Let's go to NEO. NEO, here you go. Gap down. Is that on the list? Yep. Gap down, inside to the upside. Over 44.79. All right, there's another winner for you. If we go to Ride, I think that came up too. A little bit. Yep, inside and up. So you can see how many winners you can get out of there just watching 60s, right? If we go to GameStop. So GameStop, next week, we have tough time not being an inside week. We know she's a hot potato, though. That could heat up. But GameStop just kind of sitting here. It did take the inside day to the upside, but how are you going to get outside of this is going to be the question, right? So oftentimes when this happens, big Muller bar, you start to have a new price discovery in here. Right now it's trying to go to the upside, but now just kind of sitting there. We'll see for them apes over there at Reddit and AMC, how you doing? Up a little bit on the day, still holding on to that week. If we go to Macy's, and this was in the Strat Attack show on Tuesday, and the reason it was is because of combination here. You can see this, the inside month. Now you got to get out of this thing. It's going to be a little tough, but that was like a Reddit spike. But inside month to the upside here over 1633. Outside bar, inside bar, week, upper middle over 1617. So you can see this Muller bar, you can see how the price discovery started shopping around in here. Then you had your outside bar. That's your broadening formation. Then you got your inside bar consolidation. Then boom, real move. That's what we look for. And then you had an inside day here to trigger that. If we go to the Dow, you've got Cat Tractor. And once again, you can see this here daily. Gaps down a little bit, but going green on all time frames as it goes an outside bar and comes back through. So if you looked at the 60 on Cat, you'd see this. You'd see this outside bar. That's a 3. And then you'd see this, the 3-2 up. And if you go to the 15 minute, you're going to see this. The outside bar, the inside bar, 3-1-2. That's something we look for. Then it goes up, then goes inside again on the 15. Boom, off to the races with the Dow. Also had strength in the Dow with Boeing. Boing, get. So that's taking out all these highs. That's good. Just want to stay up there. But you can see here in the 15 minute comes back in. Here's what you look for. The 2 up by taking out the previous high. The 2 down by taking out the previous lows. And right here, you're in. Let her go. How's that 30 looking? 30, same deal here. The 2 up, 2 down. 2-2, 2D2, and these be coming outside bar of that. Not that hard. How about Home Depot? Now, Home Depot, another outside day here. Comes down a little bit, but then comes roaring back, as we can expect, because the weekly is a reversal. 2 down, 2 up here, so long as it's over 263.10, and the month is green. All right, a little choppy on here, but we'll see. If we go, takes a look at lows. Nice look. Nope, not doing too much over there. If we take a look at TripAdvisor. And Trippy having a nice day here, and you can see off the inside 30. Used to be somebody coming up. We're going to open up. We're all going to go start traveling and stuff like that. So a little exhaustion risk by going into short-term highs, but having a nice little day there. We'll see if that sets up again for you. If we go to letter X, steel. And steel having a nice day here. Once again, this is what we look for. The outside bar, the inside bar, and boom, off the week. triggering this on the month, right? Higher high, lower low. Boom, 2-2 reversal. Targets to take this out, so these become an outside bar of that. So that would be 24.71. You're almost there. Tells us to look at Nucor. How you doing, buddy? Not too much today, but you can see that still coming up. Had a nice week out of that. If we go to MVIS. MVIS here. Nice little day here. Still an inside week, and there's a lot of inside weeks. That's going to be our focus over the weekend. And the good thing, the positive, is that most of these inside weeks are closing towards the highs, right? So you would get these reversals next week. 2 down, inside, back up, right? And you can jump the gun here by looking at this here. It's good. That's inside 30 right here. There it was. Inside 30. Boom. Off she goes. We go to American Airlines. And American Airlines having a nice little day. And Airlines trying to come back here. Chopping up a little bit in here right now. So we'll see. And the Spirit Airlines was coming up here a little bit. Now just kind of stalling out with a lot of things. Market's kind of stalling out here. A little lethargic on a Friday. But we'll see. If we go to Viacom C. And Viacom C. Boom, nice. You see that yesterday, the inside day to the upside, and now still going. Nice bright green here. Now you exhaustion risk by going into the highs, but if we go to 60, you'll see this. Maybe you get another inside 60 out of this because Disca been running. All these guys have been trying to run here. We'll see how much more is in the tank here. Maybe get yourself an inside 60 for Disca. If we go to EBON. EBON, still inside month. But you can see this on the weekly here. Taking out the previous low, taking out the previous high. There's your reversal right here. Over 842. All right, trading 1088, not a bad little week. See if we can keep that thing going. Takes these guys out. The question is going to be strong enough for that. Got an inside 60 to keep an eye on right now. Market backing off just a tad. KSS in the retail here with your Macy's. Inside day to the upside, having a nice little day here, but now backing off on the 60. We can keep an eye on that. If you go to gold and GLD, once again, gap down, but boom, 2-2 reversal right here off the 60. Right there. And that tells you to go after JNUG. Oh, yeah, JNUGger. That was above 85.07. Not bad. JNUGger's, how's the 30? Inside 30 up, we'll see. Okay, if we go to DBX. Starting to back off a little bit, but trying to get out of this broadening formation on the monthly. So having a nice green month. So last month was inside month, pokes up, but then comes back, right? So that tells me they stopped some guys out, but the real buyers didn't step up until now. Boom. Different week. See that? There we go. If we go to AMTX. AMTX, still an inside week, but a nice long week, right? So here's what we look for. You take out the previous high. You take out the previous low here, but you're green and closer to being to the upside. Boom, this is a 2-2 reversal to the daily, to the upside over 1749 to go take this out, which it did. Now trading 1961, very nice. We'll see if that goes inside for you. CAN, can. Back to the highs. Things we look for is one of them bright green weeks and bright green months. Now backing off here a little bit, cooling off as we come into getting close to the afternoon. All right, SPY and Q's backing off just a tad. If we go to Walgreens. And Walgreens, outside month, 1 bar ref strat month are here. So once this thing went green on the month, we're looking to take this out. Now what would that look like on a weekly basis? You take out one low, and then boom, back to previous range pivot machine gun. These guys, gone, right? And that's going to give you your broadening formation here, your lower low and your higher high. Always running out of time, I tell you. On the downside, just a few. KHC having a little bit of a rough day here, just coming back in, potential shooter week, so that's closer to the weekly lows. If we go to Okta, 2-day up, 2 up, 2-2 down. Handily an inside week, so we can expect these kind of reversals. Still rev strat month to the downside. We'll see if that comes back down for you here. If we go to IBRX. IBRX, here's what another thing we look for, the outside bar expansion, because This gap was being rejected immediately. And when it takes this out, that rejection is still occurring. All right, so we'll see if that sets up again for you. Let's go to VeriSign. Just a couple more here, running over, but VeriSign, the inside day to the downside, taking those weekly lows and monthly lows out here. VRSN setting up RevStrat 60 inside, then pokes up. Now trying to come back through that range and go to the lows. And we'll look at Coop. Coop inside day to the downside here. Not an inside week. And a 2 up, 2 down month. Still having some problems. We'll see if this shooter sets up next hour. All right, that's going to do it for today. I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith Black Channel here at Ticker Tackle Strat Time Report.